Hello everyone, welcome in. I'm Matt Seneca. This is our employee engagement video series, which I appreciate all of you joining in and following week to week here. Today's special guest, we have David Kubala, the Director of Operations for Oklahoma Distribution. David, thanks for joining us, first of all.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I'm being told your activity outside of work here that we like to talk about would be your participation in the Boy Scouts.
Yes, I'm active in the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts. I've got a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. So
okay.
We've been in Boy Scouts for about a year now, and been in Cub Scouts for a long time now.
Cub Scouts for a while. Okay, gotcha. And then when we're talking about Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts and everything, I know everyone's first motto in their head is "Be prepared." That's the motto, right?
It is.
How do these organizations teach preparedness to the young generation coming up?
Well, we start off with the little kids, and having some basic gear that they always should have on them. One of those being a flashlight, and as you get older, you progress, and you're required to have more and more. Now we do end up on trips where not everybody has all the gear.
Right.
You're always surprised. Sometimes it's the oldest boys that don't have everything, but you learn to be resourceful.
Absolutely. Well, that's part of it too. That'd be a good challenge to see how to get out of a situation, or how you can come up with something to solve an issue, I would imagine. So in these organizations as well, in Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, I'm assuming you're doing a lot of outdoors activities. What's something that's kind of a regular thing that you do?
Well, we try to plan at least one camp out a month for the Boy Scouts. So we've gone the last couple of trips we've done a canoe trip to the Buffalo River in Arkansas. Okay. It was about a 19-mile canoe trip. So we camped 2 nights overnight, and just took our leisurely time, enjoying the outdoors and floating down the river. So it was a very nice trip. We've gone to like Black Mesa over in the corner of the Panhandle, and camped out there in the middle of summer last summer, and got to look at dinosaur bones, and visit some small towns that a lot of things you normally probably wouldn't come across and see.
Absolutely. And then I'm assuming there's an educational aspect to that as well then for some of these trips.
Yes, for sure. We get to see a lot of the national parks and areas, and see some history along the way as well.
Nice. Well, unfortunately, I never got into the Boy Scouts, but not something I did. But I do like the outdoors and stuff, so that's very cool to hear. Especially teaching younger generations of children coming up and boys coming up that they need to be prepared, know how to handle situations like that. So. Do you have a specific memory maybe, or something in the past that you've been really either proud of, or you saw people come together with teamwork or anything like that?
We went last few campouts ago. We went to the Butterfield Trails up in the Ouachitas, and we started out. It was going to be a nice 15-mile hike. It was raining. The trails were flooded. We decided the second day in that we probably couldn't make it another day if it rained more. So we ended up hiking through some more to try to get, make a 3-day hike into a 2-day. Yeah. We ended up doing about, I want to say we were around 29 miles hiking, over 15 miles in one day. We were all pretty wore out. It was, the middle of the night when we got back to the vehicles. So we did learn what the boys could endure. It was not enjoyable, but it's a memory we will all have forever.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one that you can look back on for sure and talk about around a campfire later, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that about does it. We have kind of hitting our time here now. So thanks again, David, for joining us. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
Yep, and everyone, thank you for joining in. Be sure to like and subscribe and share all these videos, and keep joining us week to week. We'll do more of these on Microsoft Teams as I kind of am in my house here. So, so have a good one. David, thanks again.
Thank you.